The Hollywood Museum presents Hollywood Museum Squares. The Hollywood Museum, Hollywood's official museum, features the world's largest collection of Tinseltown memorabilia and showbiz treasures. From Marilyn Monroe's $1 Million Dress and Hannibal Lecter's cell, complete with original props from Silence of the Lambs, to the Beverly Hillbillies' famous Model T. It's all right here. Visit the Hollywood Museum where Tinseltown magic comes alive. And now, our special presentation of the Hollywood Museum Squares. From Soap, Jay Johnson. From High Rollers, Ruta Lee. From MASH, Loretta Swit. From Leave It to Beaver, Jerry Mathers. From The Match Game, Joyce, Bulifant. From Jesse, Carolyn, Hennesy. From his usual square, Bruce Vilanch. From Little House on the Prairie, Alison, Arngrim. And from the center square, Paul Lynn. They are the Hollywood Museum Squares. And here's your host, Pat Finn.
Thank you, Shadoe Stevens. Welcome to the Hollywood Museum Squares, and a special hello to all of our stars.
Hello, Pat. Hello, Pat.
All right. And for those of you at home, you are about to enjoy something really special. Not only do you get to bring back some great memories with some of our classic stars, but we bring back the game show that we've all loved over the years. You know, I grew up and I had two favorite TV shows. They were The Joker's Wild and Hollywood Squares. I got to grow up to host Joker's Wild, and now I'm hosting Hollywood Museum Squares. So the next best thing as we get to have some fun. So as we get started here, I want to introduce you to our contestants who get a chance to play the game. First of all, on my left here, we have Cassie. Cassie, welcome to our show. Tell the stars all about you.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here, and I am a document analyst, and my first pet that was unique was a monkey.
The first pet that was unique. You had normal pets before that. Is that what you're saying?
Cats, dogs, you know.
All right, yeah, I get the normal stuff. All right, on this side we have as Mr. X, Dwayne. Welcome, Dwayne. Tell us about you.
I write political poetry. I'm studying constitutional law.
All right, good for you. Good to have you both on our show. Good luck to both of you. Welcome as we feature the Hollywood Museum and the golden age of film and television right here in the entertainment capital of the world. All right, stars, you guys ready to play?
You bet.
All right. You know how to do this. The object of the game is to get tic-tac-toe, 3 squares across, up and down, or diagonally, or to acquire the most squares you can. The first 2 games will be worth 500 points. The third game is worth 1,000 points. Ooh. And the winner at the end of the game will win a private tour for you and 10 of your best friends at the Hollywood Museum. Of course, you guys know how it works. Remember, the way you earn a square is by determining if the star is giving the correct answer or just making things up in that moment. We tossed a coin before the show, and that means that Cassie, you get to go first here. Pick a square.
I would like to start with the center square, Paul Lynn.
Oh, Paul Lynn. So great to have you here, Paul. Tell me, how you feeling?
Oh, absolutely average.
All right, here is your question, Paul. Can a blind person skydive?
Oh, good God, no. It scares the hell out of the dog. Hell of a long leash.
What do you say?
I'm going to agree.
It's actually yes. With proper supervision, they can skydive. So that means that X gets the square, and it's a good start for you here, Dwayne. Now you get to pick a celebrity.
I'm going to go with my favorite reigning man, Bruce Vilanch.
Bruce Vilanch, okay. Of course, right. Used to seeing him in that square in the Tom Bergeron version of the show. You'll actually see him standing here hosting the next show. So that's very exciting. We'll look forward to that because with your comedy chops from writing for all the award shows. All right, Bruce, Are you ready? Here comes
Yes,
your question. A woman in the UK goes to a mechanic and opens her bonnet. What's he doing?
He's asking for a knee to the groin. The bonnet, in Britain, the bonnet is the hood of the car.
So he's lifting the hood of the car. What do you say, Dwayne? Agree or disagree?
I agree.
You agree, and that means that X gets the square. That's correct. It is opening the hood of the car. All right, now we're back over to you here. Great game, Cassie. An opportunity for you to pick a square.
Well, I would love to go to Paris with Alison Arngrim, please, to block.
All right. All right, so you're going to Paris because, of course, Alison is a big star in France, goes there every year to sell out crowds. We originally knew you as Nellie Olson on Little House on the Prairie, and it's great to continue to see you work, and thank you for doing this for the Hollywood Museum. All right, are you ready for your question?
I'm ready, yes.
True or false? The more layers of nail polish you put on your fingernails, the sturdier they will be.
I don't know. Is this a Paul Lind or a Bruce Vilanch question? First? I'm going to say false, that the nail polish is not actually good for the nail. It is deceptive. You think putting more polish on helps, but unless you have like professional acrylics that make them like bricks, no, it is false. It will not help you.
Wow, you certainly backed up that no with a lot of made-up information there, didn't you? So, Cassie, do you agree or disagree?
I agree with Alison that is false.
Ooh, it's actually true. The more layers makes the nail stronger. So that means that we can't give you that as an X because you have to earn that X. So we'll now come back over to you here, Dwayne.
I'm going to go with the Miss Little House on the Prairie, Alison.
And this would be for the win here. So this is a visual. I want you all to take a look at this. It's our own lovely Loretta Swit and her MASH co-star, Mike Farrell, posing for a photo together at the museum. Loretta, of course, played Hot Lips, and Mike played BJ Honeycutt on the show. Mike, one time when he was having fun in an interview, he said that fellow co-star Alan Alda once asked him to do something for him. What was that?
Well, take over his KP duties. No, it's really weird. He thought that they looked too much alike, and he asked Mike to grow a mustache.
Okay. Would you agree or disagree for the win, Dwayne?
I agree for the win.
He asked him to grow a mustache. That means that X gets the square and you get the points. So far, score it is 500 for Dwayne, and Cassie gets her chance to catch up in just a few moments because the Hollywood Museum Squares continues right after this. Don't go away.
Hi, this is Peter Marshall, and we're so glad you're enjoying the special edition of Hollywood Museum Squares. You know, back in 1966, when Hollywood Squares premiered, I thought it would probably be a 13-week gig. Then we did the show for 16 years daytime and 8 years in primetime. It was the most fun and the easiest thing I've ever done in show business. So hats off to my buddies, John Davidson and Tom Bergeron, who did a wonderful job carrying on the Squares tradition of laughs and fun. It's a pleasure to join them and our other hosts for this series of the Hollywood Museum Squares, spotlighting the Hollywood Museum and its fine work preserving our entertainment industry history. Oh, by the way, thanks to you for being here. You know, we couldn't do it without you.
There's always something happening at the Hollywood Museum, where celebrities and fans alike come to celebrate over 100 years of Hollywood history. Outside on the red carpet, excitement builds, stars arrive, paparazzi pounce, news cameras roll. Glitz and glamour is everywhere. The museum's book signings and celebrity tributes are the best place to stargaze in Hollywood. Join the standing room only crowds as Hollywood celebrates the iconic and legendary members of the entertainment industry. All this and much more at the Hollywood Museum, where Tinseltown magic comes alive.
Welcome back, everybody, to game number 2 of the Hollywood Museum Squares. First game, Dwayne won 500 points, and that means that you get to go first this time, Cassie. So pick a square.
I would like to go with Rich Little, please.
All right, Rich is here now. Rich Little.
He looks a lot like another celebrity to me.
Yeah, of course, Rich, it's so great to see you here, and I love the fact that we get to still see you as a Vegas headliner, and people really enjoyed your book. I love the title of the book, People I've Known and Been, Little by Little. So bestseller. So let's see how well you do with this one. This is your question here, Rich. Which president once said, "Forgive your enemies, but never forget their names"?
Let me say this about that. Never say anything bad about a man until you've walked a mile in his shoes. By then, you'll be a mile away. You'll have his shoes. You can say any damn thing you want.
Very convincing.
So, Richard Nixon.
You say the answer is Richard Nixon. Cassie, do you agree or disagree?
I am going to have to agree. That sounds like something he would say.
Especially when it comes out of Rich Little's mouth, right? However, it was actually John F. Kennedy. So X gets the square. And we're over to you.
Could have been me.
Wayne, pick a square.
I'm going to go with my favorite True Blood, Carolyn.
Oh, hello.
Carolyn Hennesy, of course, it's just past the 500 mark of episodes on General Hospital. I know you from Jesse, however. I've got young kids in the house, and we watch you night after night. So it's
good
great
for them, and for you, I'm kind of sorry.
No, it was actually a good show, and you were masterful as the evil neighbor. Anyway, let's give you your question. You ready? In England, there was a period called Restoration. What was being restored?
The Queen's face. Oh, it's so awful. Well, I won't be welcome in London anymore. No, they were restoring the monarchy.
The monarchy. Okay. What do you say? Agree or disagree, Dwayne?
I'm going to agree.
You're going to agree, and it was the monarchy. That means that X gets the square. Very good. Back over to you here, Cassie. Pick a celebrity.
I must block with the lovely Joyce Bulifant, please.
All right, Joyce Bulifant to block. We know, Joyce, of course, from the Mary Tyler Moore Show, and over the years of having seen her on so many different shows. And you also have a best-selling novel. It's My Four Husbands. The audio version is coming out.
My Four Hollywood Husbands.
My Four Hollywood. Well, that makes it all different.
There was one in there that we don't talk about.
I got it. All right. Well, we'll look forward to the audio version of that being released. But right now, you get a chance to answer a question with video and audio. Here's the question. In an interview, Betty Davis once said, "I thought it was hideous." What was she referring to?
She said, was Joan Crawford's house?
Good answer. Okay, Joan Crawford's house. That's an interesting answer. What do you say? Agree or disagree, Cassie?
My track record is so good. I'm going to agree.
Agree? She actually said, "I thought it was hideous about her face. She used to hate her face." Dwayne, we can't give you the X. That means you have to earn it yourself. Who would you like to pick?
Love to go with the lovely Joyce.
All right, Joyce, we are back to you. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Here's the question. What was the subject of Walter Lord's book, A Night to Remember? What was the subject?
Could it have been his honeymoon?
Could have been.
No? Yes. I don't know. Let me see. Are you sure you wanted to go with me?
If Joyce needs any help, I'll be happy to do all the voices for her at the same time. So just want to know.
Or it could have been the New York City blackout.
The New York City blackout. Dwayne, agree or disagree?
I disagree.
It was actually about the sinking of the Titanic. That means that X gets the square, and you won another game. 500 points for Dwayne. Very good. We're about to play the final game, the third game, and that game will be worth 1,000 points. And that means you can catch up here, Cassie. And that's going to happen with more fun right after this on the Hollywood Museum Squares. Don't go away.
Visit the Hollywood Museum in the historic Max Factor building in the heart of Hollywood. It's the place where Lucy became a redhead and Marilyn became a blonde. The Art Deco grandeur of the great rooms greet you as you enter the museum. Hollywood's most glamorous and beautiful pass through here on their way to personal makeup sessions with legendary makeup artist Max Factor himself. He created the iconic looks for so many of Hollywood's golden age stars. You'll see the 4 beauty chambers where hair color determined makeup combinations. Many stars became redheads here, but Lucille Ball's hair and makeup created by Max Factor defined the Lucy we all came to know and love. All this and more at the Hollywood Museum, where Tinseltown magic comes alive.
Hello, I'm Danelle Dadigan, president and founder of the Hollywood Museum in the historic Max Factor building in Hollywood. On behalf of the entire Hollywood Museum family, we would like to thank the more than 40 personalities, directors, producers, writers, and crew who have so graciously come together for these truly remarkable productions of the Hollywood Museum Squares.
In 5, 4, a big applause, everyone. 3, 2.
So many of the original stars of this hit game show are featured in the museum, including its 3 famous hosts, the master of the Hollywood Squares, Peter Marshall, John Davidson, and Tom Bergeron. The Hollywood Squares entertained audiences for more than 40 years in many incarnations. We invite you to sit back alone or with your family, play along with your favorite stars, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Welcome back to the Hollywood Museum Squares. And in case we don't get a chance to complete our last game, at the sound of the horn, that sound, there we go, that horn, yeah, we'll finish that question, and each X and O on the board will be worth 200 points. So, Dwayne, you won the game again. That means that, Cassie, this is your chance to catch up, and you get to start this time around. Pick a square.
I am going to start with Loretta Swit, please.
Okay. Finally, Loretta Swit. Of course, we all know and love his hot lips Houlihan from MASH. But
Margaret.
You've been on so many.
If you don't mind, Margaret.
Margaret, yes. You prefer Margaret.
Major Margaret, actually.
Major Margaret, okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay, I'm ready. In the old Sherlock Holmes movies, Holmes had a pet name for Dr. Watson. What was the pet name?
Sweetheart. No. Okay. A pet nickname. Well, he was a doctor. He called him Colonel.
Called him Colonel. And Cassie, do you agree or disagree?
I'm going to disagree.
He called him Old Fellow. So that means that Circle gets the square. Very good start for you here, Cassie. And it's over to you, Dwayne. Pick a star.
I'm going to go with Ruta Lee.
Oh! Ruta Lee. Good to have you here, Ms. Hollywood. You still look like Ms. Hollywood. I mean, from back one of the great things about you is, I mean, we know you from the iconic movie roles, but you were in like over 2,000 TV shows along the way. So that's really extraordinary. And then, of course, game show fans know you because you had a chance to actually be with Alex Trebek on High Rollers. So it's really awesome to still see you here, Ruta. Here is your question. And this is a visual. We're going to go back to the museum, and we're going to take a look right now at these wonderful photos of Rose Marie, who we remember from the classic sitcom, The Dick Van Dyke Show, and of course, 14 years on the original Hollywood Squares. At that time, the show had a feature called The Secret Square, which won the contestant a bonus prize if they answered the question correctly. The show once gave away a special prize associated directly with Rose Marie. What was that special prize?
They got to babysit Maury Amsterdam.
Bringing back good memories here.
Rose Marie was Italian, and she was a damn good cook. And I think, if I recall correctly, that it was an evening at her home with her cooking.
Okay, let's see how good your memory is. You agree or disagree, Dwayne?
I agree.
You agree, and she actually provided a home-cooked meal at Rose Marie's house. So very good memory and good way to play. That's the X for you. X gets the square. And we're back over to you, Cassie. Who do you pick?
I'm going to go with Rich Little, please.
Rich Little is with us. All right. Rich, before Dr. Phil was coaching people on TV, he was granted a scholarship to the University of Tulsa, playing what sport?
I know the you know that I know. If you knew that, then we both would know if we knew it all, when we knew it, if we knew it all.
Rich, you still got it, man. That's great.
I would have to say probably, I'm taking a guess at this, but it would probably be football.
You say it is football. Do you agree or disagree, Cassie?
Well, he is built like a football player, so I'm going to agree.
So you agree, and it was football. So that means that circle gets a square. Very good. Dwayne, and it's a chance for you to pick a star.
I'm going to pick Jay Johnson.
You're going to pick Jay Johnson.
Hello.
It's an interesting way to play the game. All right, so Jay, good to have you here. Bringing back memories of the soap days with you and Bob, and then
Bob is not here with me, but he is my technical advisor. Bob, yeah, are we okay so far? Yeah, you get picked. I just got picked. Yeah, knock it out. Okay, Bob. Just want it out.
You're here of service. So right now, Absolutely. Your job is going to be to answer this true or false question.
Okay.
Flight attendants on Israeli airlines are qualified karate experts.
True or false, right?
True or false, yeah.
Well, if you've ever flown on an Israeli Airlines, you know that when they say buckle your seatbelt, if you don't, they'll buckle it for you. They're all experts, so it's true. It is true.
Agree or disagree?
I agree.
and it is true. That means that X gets the square.
Nicely done, Dwayne. Nicely done.
Right. Now, Cassie, we come over to you, and you get to pick the star.
I think I will go with Jerry Mathers for the win, please.
All right, Jerry, pressure's on here. Great to have you here. Everybody associates you with Leave It to Beaver, but what people don't realize is that you were in so many different TV shows over the years. So it's great to see that you were working as an actor and now you're working as a contestant here on, well, I use that term working loosely because
working is right. It's a lot of fun.
All right. So here is your question for the possible win. We all know the talented Jay Johnson, who we just saw from the classic sitcom Soap, in which he played Chuck Campbell opposite his sassy sidekick Bob, who is standing by in the background right now. What many people may not know is Jay actually didn't originally take Bob to the Soap audition.
What? Hey, Bob, knock it off. I didn't know. Okay, sorry.
Which dummy did he bring?
Squeaky.
All right, so you say the answer is Squeaky. What do you say?
I am going to agree.
And the answer is Squeaky. So that means that Circle gets the square and you get the win. 1,000 points. Congratulations.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Yeah, very good. So that means that we still have a little bit more time. So we're going to continue to go into our fourth game right now, and we'll go right into the next question. Dwayne, pick a star.
Let's see. I'm going to go with Rich Little.
Back to Rich Little. Great. So, Rich, after George Burns inadvertently insulted him at a dinner party, this comedian wrote an article in the paper the next day that read, Jack Benny is a very talented fella, and George Burns wears a toupee. Who wrote that?
That was probably Groucho Marx. You know that George Burns, he wore a toupee, right? But in real life, he was bald. And do you know why George Burns was bald? On his wedding night, he had a rubber headboard.
Whoa, whoa.
What in your room?
There went the family hour right there. That's a family hour.
There gets our MA rating. All right. So the question is, do you agree or disagree?
I'm agree.
You'll agree, and that means that X gets the square. Very good. All right, we're back over to you, Cassie. Pick a star.
The delightful Bruce Vilanch, please.
Oh.
The delightful Bruce.
Delightful, thank you.
That's who's showing up this time around. All right, Bruce, you're face down in the water. You pull your arms up and out and back, and then you pull your legs up and kick them out and back. What are you doing?
Drowning. Isn't that clear? You put your arm. Say that again. I want to know what stroke you're referring to.
So yeah,
because I'm very good at strokes.
You are a connoisseur of strokes.
Doctor of strokes.
You are face down in the water. You pull up your arms and out and back. Then you pull your legs up and kick them out and back. What are you doing?
Breaststroke.
Okay. Do you agree or disagree, Cassie?
I am going to disagree with that.
It's actually the breaststroke, and that means that X gets the square. Back over to you, Dwayne. Who'd you like to pick?
I'm going to go with Miss Arngrim.
Miss Arngrim. All right. So this is your opportunity to shine here. The true or false question is, before becoming an actor, Dustin Hoffman had planned on being a concert pianist. Is that true or false?
Well, yeah. Well, in that case, they could have had Rain Man played by Liberace. Was he really going to be a concert piece? I'm not sure about that. No, I think Dustin Hoffman was one of those people who want to be an actor since birth. I'm going to say false.
Okay. Dwayne, do you agree or disagree?
I disagree.
The answer is true, and that means that X gets the square. Very cool. And you just won this game. Congratulations. And there's our horn. So we are going to add up the points right now. And as it turns out, it's 1,000 points for Cassie. Dwayne, 2,000 points. You won the game. Congratulations. Now, since everybody's a winner at the Hollywood Museum, you both are going to win the big prize, the prize package. And Shadoe Stevens is going to tell us all about it right now.
It's a private, celebrity-hosted tour for 10 of the Hollywood Museum. Yes, you and your friends will have a celebrity-guided tour of the most fabulous collection of Hollywood memorabilia in the world. It's all there. One-of-a-kind props, costumes, scripts, photographs, and posters. Over 10,000 showbiz treasures. And you'll visit the salon where legendary makeup artist Max Factor created the looks of Hollywood's golden era greats. The Hollywood Museum, where Tinseltown magic comes alive.
When you get a chance for our viewers, take a look and check out the Hollywood Museum. You're going to have a lot of fun. And to everyone watching, thank you for joining us and helping support the Hollywood Museum. They have the very best memorabilia from the history of American motion pictures and television. And we made history today, bringing together some of our favorite stars from over the years. So right now, stars, I just want to say thank you. You became a star because people loved you and you loved people, and that continues because of the difference you've made with the Hollywood Museum. So thank you. Now, if you like this, by the way, I invite you to watch some of our other shows that are hosted by Tom Bergeron and John Davidson, Mark Summers, and others, including Bruce Vilanch. So check it out. It's all part of Hollywood Museum Squares. I'm Pat Finn. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye, my friends.